Good afternoon, graduates, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen. What a fantastic way to enter this last graduation. My name is Kenny McInnes, Principal of Forth Valley College, and I'm delighted to welcome you all here to, as I say, the final of our 3 graduations, events being held here at our Falkirk Campus today. This campus was a finalist in both the 2022 Stirling Prize and the 2022 Doolan Prize, esteemed National Architectural Awards for Best Building of the Year. And I'm sure you will agree it is a fine example of modern architecture and a fitting venue for our graduation ceremonies today. Our graduation ceremonies have always been the highlight of our academic year, and I look forward to them each session. They are a fantastic opportunity to celebrate the hard work and success of our students, and I hope you will all treasure the memory of these ceremonies for years to come. Personally, I am delighted to see you all receive your scrolls today, and I am fully aware of the hard work and the dedication you have shown throughout your time here. I myself started as an engineering apprentice at Falkirk College of Technology, no more than 100 yards up the road in 1985, and what I can't quite get my head around, that's nearly 40 years ago. But I know what you're all thinking, he looks really good. That was a lot too many laughs, yeah. But my experience of college was transformational, and I recognise its ability to open opportunities to many different pathways and a range of highly successful careers. I would not be standing here today as a principal of this amazing college without that experience and the opportunities that have opened up for me. I hold so much value in the time that I spent at college and the support that I received as I started my learning journey. Therefore, I fully appreciate what it's taken for you to be here today, and you should be immensely proud. Before I start, I would like to move on to some formal introductions. On my left, at the top table, is our guest of honour and keynote speaker, Robin Ifla. Robin, on behalf of everyone at the college, I am delighted that you have agreed to take such a lead role for us in this afternoon's proceedings, and we are looking forward to hearing your keynote speech later this afternoon. Next to Robin is Dr. Abhishek Agarwal, the Chair of Forth Valley College's Board of Management, who will present our Fellowship Award for 2024 this afternoon, and who will also bring our ceremony to a close later by delivering our vote of thanks. On my far left is Helen Leslie, Director of Curriculum for the Department of Care, Sport, Business and Communities, and I would say Helen's probably got the most important job today, and that's reading out the names of the graduates. No pressure. Then behind me are some of my colleagues from the college, members of our Board of Management, and representatives from our management team and teaching and corporate service departments, and also fellows of the college. And within the audience, we are also delighted to welcome some key partners of the college and also the sponsors of our Outstanding Achievement Awards today, and honoured guests. So thank you from me for attending this afternoon. I would also like to take this opportunity to recognise all those receiving honorary fellowships at our ceremonies today. Our Fellowship Awards recognises outstanding service by an individual to Forth Valley College, its learners and the local communities, and this year we're delighted to bestow this honour on 3 former colleagues, Jackie MacArthur, Professor Ken Thompson at OBE and Ken Richardson. I am delighted that we will present Jackie's fellowship later in our ceremony, and I will share more details of Jackie's contribution to the college in just a bit. I would also like to thank the college staff for their work and dedication to our students, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank you all for the significant contribution you make to the college's ongoing success. However, the star of today's ceremonies are you, our graduands. Today we are proud and delighted to celebrate your hard work and your success. Although I've attended these occasions for many years in my various roles at the college, each year I take the chance to reflect on the importance of our graduation ceremonies. And these events give us an annual opportunity to publicly recognise your success. It should never be underestimated just what it means for our students to get here and the true sense of achievement that this should bring. And what an achievement it is. This year we are delighted to have around 850 students graduating in a wide variety of different qualifications, including higher national qualifications, degrees and professional qualifications. Today is all about celebrating these achievements, and you, the students, should all feel extremely proud about reaching such a major milestone in your learning journey. Despite some challenges we have faced over the last few years, there are also several reasons for optimism, and these also serve as important reasons why you should be very proud to graduate from Forth Valley College, consistently one of Scotland's leading colleges. Our most recent Scottish College sector performance reports back this up with excellent success rates. Out of the 24 colleges across Scotland, we are in the top 5 for full-time and part-time further and higher education courses. We are also top in Scotland for achievement for 18 to 24-year-olds, which is our largest student demographic. In fact, we are above all the sector average in virtually all of the report's categories. We've also been recognised as the Engineering Construction Industry Training Board's UK Training Provider of the Year for 2023. And the college also leads the sector in being the biggest trainer of modern apprentices in Scotland, and our popular school partnership programmes with our 18 local high schools are much admired across the country. Not only that, but our figures show that approximately 96% of our students successfully progress on to employment or university upon completion of their courses at Forth Valley College, and I'm sure you'll all agree that these are very impressive statistics. And to ensure we continue to deliver relevant opportunities, the college is a key partner on the city region deals across Clackmannanshire, Stirling and Falkirk, which sees a combined investment of over £300 million, which will bring significant training and employment opportunities to the communities of Forth Valley. These are only a few examples of the great work happening across the college. However, I am immensely proud of all the college's achievements, too many to list today. All our graduates here today have shown determination, resilience, and real commitment to your studies. That is why you, our students, are at the core of what we do, and it is the success of everyone here today that makes us a successful college where we make learning work together. For us at the college, it's always been and always will be a team effort. We all have a role to play in ensuring each student leaves Forth Valley with the skills ready for the world of work. Of course, we must never forget the help of friends and family who have encouraged and supported you all in your college journey and who are here today to see you graduate. But having thanked everybody with a role in your learning, at the end of the day, it is you who have been ultimately responsible for your own success. And it is this success that you celebrate here today. Now, if I can be indulgent for a moment, and I'm going to be indulgent because I can, because I'm standing at the lectern, I'd like to take this opportunity to offer some advice from my own experience. Please take every opportunity you can to expand your learning and your skills through your life and grasp every opportunity that comes your way. Always treat others with respect, the way you yourself would want to be treated, and never, ever burn your bridges. But most importantly, as you move on in your careers, always make sure you give back and you support the learning of the next generation coming through after you. Think about how you were supported to grow and develop. This will ensure that our society moves forward, grows and flourishes, which ultimately benefits us all. I am confident that Forth Valley College will continue to go from strength to strength in 2025, playing an important role in the community for years to come. I'm also confident that you have all exciting futures ahead and that Forth Valley College has helped you achieve the qualifications, the skills and the experiences you need for your next steps. So please remember, learning never stops. As you set off in the next stage of your journey, keep going with your energy and enthusiasm for learning. Take every chance to gain new skills and new training. I can guarantee you will reap the benefits. And so in closing, I would like to congratulate each and every one of you. Enjoy your day, and most of all, enjoy the company of your friends and your family here to celebrate with you. Thank you so much. So we now move on to the main event this afternoon. That's why we're really here, isn't it? That's the graduation of our students. I would now like to ask Helen Leslie, Director of Curriculum for the Department of Care, Sport, Business and Communities, to come forward and support me in graduating our students. Thank you.
Thanks, Kenny. This afternoon, we are delighted to graduate students from the Department of Care, Sport, Business and Communities. CIPD, Diploma in People Management, Katie McEwen. Holly McNair. Nicola Brunton. Christy Chalmers. Jodie Nixon. CMI Diploma in Management and Leadership, Katrina Fraser. Blair Mitchell. HNC Accounting, Renata Lasota. HNC Administration and Information Technology, Louise Howe. Connie Ianson. Ashley Roper. HNC Business, Abby Davison. Katrina Katula Forbes. HNC Fitness, Health and Exercise, Callum Wright. HNC Healthcare Practice, Jennifer Bell. Rebecca Blair. Sarah Claridge. Amanda Cully. Stephanie Cuthell. Mariam Fotheringham. Emma Gray. Catherine H.M. Groom. Jodie Horn. Jan Kalinowski. Lovely Martin. Iona McGochran. Rebecca McGuinness. Lisa Morrison. Lisa Nimmo. Mariam Sani. Fallon Taylor. Caden Valentine. Natasha Wotherspoon. HNC Social Services, Peyton Early. Caitlin Clark. Amy Glaister. Ashley Glaister. Ashley Graham. Shannon Lee. Fiona Martin. Thank you. Louise Matheson. Vicky Pringle. Kat Reap. Wendy Rawlinson. Jennifer Ross. Michelle Smith. Stacey Willis. HNC, Working with Communities, David Crossley. Lewis O'Galley Eridu. Dean Gibb. Zoe Jackson. Wendy Kellick. Jasmine Tate. Sharon Tully. Natasha, HND Accounting, Natasha Klink. Paulina Convoy. Kaylee Greenaway. Andrew Jones. Isabella Krolikowska. Rochelle McMeekin. Ida Potapova. Suwapa Rennie. Dominika Wojnarowska. Celine Woodrow. Sandra Wojcisk. Irina Savanchuk. PDA in Financial Accounting, Sabina Veliko. PDA Teaching Practice in Colleges, Scotland's Colleges, Mohammed Abdul Jalil. Gareth Alexander. SVQ, Level 4 in Management, Adele Anderson. Stephen Watson. SVQ Level 4 in Social Services and Healthcare, Tommy Rogers. Joanna Shemshikovska. Kenny, thank you for presenting the graduate certificates this afternoon. If I can now ask you to say a few words about the recipient of our Fellowship Award for 2024 prior to the presentation.
Talk amongst yourselves while I find my place. So, as Helen has said, we now turn to our presentation of one of our Fellowship Awards for 2024, which recognises outstanding contributions from an individual to Forth Valley College, its learners and the local community. And this afternoon I'd like to honour former Forth Valley College Director of Curriculum, Jackie MacArthur. Jackie joined Falkirk College of Further and Higher Education as a lecturer in January 1981. She'll probably kill me for telling you that, but she did. And served the college for 41 years. It's staggering. Culminating in Jackie retiring as the Director of Curriculum for Business and Communities in December 2022. Whilst at Falkirk College of Further and Higher Education, Jackie held the post of lecturer and senior lecturer. After Forth Valley College was formed in 2005, with the mergers of Falkirk and Clackmannanshire College, Jackie transferred to the new college as a senior lecturer. She then progressed through the college ranks as a curriculum quality leader, course skill manager, deputy head of department, curriculum manager, head of department, culminating the post of director of curriculum. Is there any jobs that you've not done in the college? Jackie's experience is extensive, and she is one of the longest serving members of staff to retire in recent times. And I'm just so chuffed that we're doing this today. Her commitment to the students of Forth Valley College has been unquestionable, and she shaped so many lives as a lecturer and as a college manager. I would now like to ask Jackie to come forward to accept her fellowship, and Dr. Abhishek Agarwal, our chair of the Board of Management, to come forward to present it to her. Jackie, please come forward. Congratulations. Well done. I'm so pleased with you. Well done. Jackie, thank you. Abi, thank you. I would now like to call upon our guest of honour, Robin Ifla, to deliver his keynote speech to our graduation audience. But before Robin comes forward, I'd like to take a few moments to tell you about our guest of honour and keynote speaker today. Robin, born in Stirling, Scotland. Robin is the son of Jamaican immigrants who settled in Scotland in 1951. Robin was the first black police officer in Central Scotland Police and was the only minority ethnic officer for 21 years. That is actually quite staggering, Robin. As a result of the Dunblane tragedy, he was seconded to Stirling Council and was instrumental in introducing security measures to schools in Stirling, which were then mirrored throughout Scotland. He later became the lead trainer in qualities and diversity training within Central Scotland Police. And Robin is a founder member of the first chair of Semper Scotland, the Police Staff Association for minority ethnic officers and staff, and is now President Emeritus and continues to offer guidance and support to officers from minority ethnic backgrounds. He was also publicly recognised by both the National Black Police Association UK and the Association of Scottish Police Superintendents with awards for outstanding contribution to diversity in the police service. On his retirement, he established Robin Ifla Training, delivering training and strategic consultancy in equalities, diversity, bullying, harassment, and unconscious bias, with the aim of furthering the values of inclusion and cultural diversity in the workplace. His clients range from Scottish Government agencies and directorates, local authorities, universities, and organisations with the third and fourth sectors. Robin was a founder member of the Scottish Fire and Rescue Service, where a board member, where he was a board diversity champion. And during his tenure, he was not only a member of various committees focusing on engagement, personnel and transformation, but also was in subgroups dealing with appeals against dismissals and pay restructuring for firefighters and support staff. He was subsequently awarded for services to the Asian Fire Service Association. Robin is currently chair of the Independent Review Group of Police Scotland, reviewing the scope and commitment of equality, diversity, inclusion and human rights within the police service. He also holds several charity trustee positions, including being one of His Majesty's Commissioners for Queen Victoria's School for the Children of Armed Services personnel and patron of Cowan's Hospital Trust. Robin, if I can ask you to come forward, please.
I really don't know why you're applauding. One of the problems of coming last is that they always say a whole lot of things that you were going to say, so we'll just turn that up. And we'll tear this one up. Right. Can I say genuinely it's an absolute privilege for me to be here today, and you'll excuse me because I'm going to address the students, so I'm going to be facing that way, so I'm not being ignorant. Well, I am, but I'm still going to do it that way. So it's a real privilege for me. And Jackie, I remember you sitting holding your head down when he said you were here since 1980, whatever it was. I first attended Forth Valley College on a day release. 1970. There you go. Yeah, I look pretty young, but I'm just backdated. That's what the song says. So I'm really privileged because I never attained any of the levels that you have all attained, and you should be rightly proud of yourselves to do that. My business now is primarily, well, as you heard Ken talking about a whole load of different things, and my wife keeps on saying to me, would you please just learn to say no and stop doing all these things that don't pay anything for you? But I just find that giving back is vitally important. To me, I served all those years, 27 and a half years in the police service. And as Ken said, I went on to do the fire service, etc. I then found my own business, Robin Ifla Training. And that was about equality and diversity. And why did I get into equality and diversity? Well, given that my father came over in 1951 from Jamaica as a professional cricketer to Stirling. He was only supposed to be here for a year, but he was so damn good they asked him to stay. The plonker did, and I was born in sunny Stirling as opposed to sunny Kingston. My mother was born of Jamaican parents in Cuba, I'm born in Stirling, Scotland. My great-great-grandfather was Monroe Ross, Scottish. I just did my DNA. Has anybody else done the DNA sample things that you send away for and everything else? Anybody done that Ancestry DNA? Nobody? Oh, I encourage you to do it. It's fabulous fun. I find that I'm 23% Nigerian, so many percentage Norwegian, 15% Scottish. I think we founded the UN. Do you know what I mean? So is it any wonder that I got into equality and diversity? And I wanted really to speak to you about that, because I was sitting here this afternoon listening to you all getting your awards and what they were for, and looking at you all as you passed by and watching you all as I came in and singing to the pipe band and all the rest of it. Well, I was. I don't know about you, but I was. And I was just thinking, this is one huge family. One huge, diverse family. And Ken's already touched on it, but diversity for me is a living, breathing thing. Equality, diversity, and inclusion isn't a woke issue. And I'm just so proud of the vast majority of you who are all going into caring professions. Accounting's a caring profession, because my accountant cares for me, I can tell you. Because I'm like a cow with a gun with technology, but he keeps everything going for me and everything else. So all of it is about that. And I'm just inspired. I genuinely am inspired, because if you can do anything like I've been privileged enough to do, and I really mean privileged, because there's a whole load of things that you missed off there. Dean of the Gildray, I'm a Deputy Lieutenant for Stirling and Falkirk. Some drunken bum nominated me for an MBE. I have no idea who it was, but I got it, and that was it. And that's with 4 O-levels. What would you call them? Nat 5s now or something like that? Is that right? Yeah, that's it. That's all I've got. Okay, I still do lifelong learning, but I'm just not an exam person. I cannot do exams. But I'm a lifelong learner, and I would encourage you all to be that lifelong learner. But equality, diversity means everything to me, and the diversity within this room is amazing. The diversity of your families is amazing. The diversity of your teaching staff is absolutely amazing. And I am blown away by you in particular, but also your family, which is Forth Valley College. Because without them, you would have found it even more difficult to get to where you are today. A diverse group of people, like any family, you get the quiet ones, you get the loud ones, you get the oddball ones, and I'm only talking about the lecturers, I mean, heavens above. You do. Like any family, that's what you do. But what I've been encouraged by about Forth Valley College is the fact that from the cleaners, because they're just as important, you walk through this building and it's impeccable. It's stunning. There's not a bit of trash floating about or anything else. So from your cleaners through to everyone, all the support staff, they've made your life so much easier. They've made you feel included. They've given you the power to be who you now are, the best of who you now are. And this is the journey. For some of you, it's a later journey. For some of you, it's a very early journey, but you're still all on that journey. So because I can, I'm just going to ask the students to stand. That wasn't a rhetorical question. That was, dear life. And I need you to put your things down on your chairs. That's good. Excellent. And the first thing I want you to do is to give a round of applause to the staff of Forth Valley College, every last one of them, and say thank you for getting us to where you are today. Brilliant. Fabulous round of applause. I like that. Don't sit down yet, because I want you now to give a round of applause to the people who you've been out on secondment to, your partner agencies that work with you in Forth Valley College, who, again, without them, where would you be today? So another round of applause for them. And you can take your seats for now. I love this power, Ken. I see why you do what you do. It's fantastic. Right. The other ones, of course, that you will have to think about is primarily yourself, because Ken said it rightly, without you and without your effort, you wouldn't have got to where you are. And I happen to be quite a mouthy kind of guy. You know, if you ask me, does my bum look big in this? I'll tell you yes, if it is, yes or no. And so I sometimes don't make friends very easily. But I am passionate about equality, diversity, and inclusion. And I'm passionate about you. And I need you to remember this, that you, every last one of you, are unique. And even although some of you are starting out on that journey of knowledge with your HNDs, HNCs, and all the different other qualifications that you've gone for, you might think, well, I'll tell you a story first. You might think I'm just something. Can I just say, never ever let that get into the lexicon of your language. You are never just anything. You are individually all unique and worth every single thing that comes your way. Yes, you have to work for it, but that's really important. I remember going into a business just last week, funnily enough. I started a riot, of course, as I normally do, but I got greeted by the receptionist. And I said, hello, and I said, thank you very much. She said, you are? I said, I'll tell you who I am, and I'm looking for this. Oh, that's great. I says, and are you the receptionist here? Oh, yeah, I'm just the receptionist. And, of course, I couldn't miss the opportunity. I says, you're not just the receptionist. Oh, I said, no, please, you're not just anything. You're the first face of the organisation that I come into. And you've been helpful and everything else, so please don't regard yourself as just anything. No matter what profession you're going into, and you might be going in at a lower level, you're never just anything. And another word that I would like you to wipe away from your lexicon of use is superior. I have 4 O levels, that's my lot. But trust me when I tell you, nobody is superior to me. A lot of people are way, way more intelligent, and you are an example of that. Well, far more of that, but you're not. And I remember when I was a police sergeant, a guy came into the police headquarters to remonstrate about one of my constables, and he was not a happy bunny, I have to tell you. And he was obviously not a happy bunny because he didn't like the answers that I was giving him, so he demanded to speak to one of my superiors. And, of course, I told him, I'm sorry, I said, there's none in the building. Are you telling me that in a building of this size, that you don't have a superior? I says, no, I don't. I says, well, I've got lots of senior officers up the stairs. Well, that really set him off, let me tell you. Oh, I almost lifted him for a breach. But the point about it is, I did almost, seriously. The point about it is, nobody is superior to you. Yes, they're on a different journey, they might be more intelligent, all of that. But please, wipe away that word about superiority, because one of the things and one of the privileges I have of being a deputy lieutenant is I go to lots of citizenship ceremonies, etc., and welcome new citizens. And what I tell them is that we encourage you to become active citizens of the United Kingdom. And I encourage you to be active citizens as well. So you can't be an active citizen if you're superior. You can be an active citizen if you are who you are and you live up to your values and everything else. How long have I been talking? I have no earthly idea. Anyway, I'm going to come to a close just shortly. Keep going. Excellent. Lexicon, use of language is important, and it's funny, I remember my father, who, funny enough, I look up to him, my father, because he's a bit like me. He was not academically gifted in that regard in terms of, gaining qualifications, but he transformed Scottish cricket, and he did that by example. And we used to have a great laugh every Sunday. It was a typical West Indian family. You had to have a doctor's line saying you were dying if you didn't go to your mother's Sunday lunch. And after it, we used to read the Sunday Post and do the quiz and everything else. That shows you how old I am. Anyway, one day we were sitting and my dad was winding me up. And of course I said to him, okay, Dad, cut it out. Do you think I came up the Clyde in a banana boat? And he says to me, how do you think I came over here, son? I thought, holy fuck. Jeez. And of course, when I thought about it, I didn't realise about the negative implications of that statement. Because if you come across in a banana boat, you're obviously not very intelligent. And that was not the case with my father. So again, we need to think about our use of language. But I want to close by doing 2 things. The first thing I want you to do is to stand up. Again, this is only the second last time I'm going to ask you to do it. I talk about the power of your example. I wish it was mine, but there's a phrase that I got watching politics. I'm not allowed to discuss politics as a deputy lieutenant, but I watch it because that's where you see equality, diversity and inclusion, or sometimes you don't see equality, diversity and inclusion. And Bill Clinton was given this valedictory address about why they needed to elect Obama and get rid of Mr. Bush. And he was talking about Obama as the dove and Mr. Bush as the hawk. So I'm not about the politics, it's about what he said next. He was talking about America and he said, do you know what? People the world over have always been far more impressed by the power of our example than the example of our power. And I thought, I really like that. I can use that in my training. So, several things. Today, I'm very, very happy to be here to share in the power of your example. And if you think you don't have the example of power, I would ask you to look around the room at your parents and your friends and look at the smiles on their faces. Look to the front of you and look at them. Smile. Look at the front. Jeez. Look at the smile and pride on their faces about their efforts coming to fulfillment through you. So you do have power. You have power in your job, especially in the social care, in the accounting, and all of the things that you're doing, sport, to make somebody feel fantastic, to make somebody feel included, to make somebody feel valued. In every single sphere of work that you're doing, you have that power. But what you have to remember, it's about the power of your example. And I have to say, I've lived by that for years because as a sergeant, I never asked my cops to do something that I hadn't done before. So it's about the power of your example. And because you've made them smile, and because you've made them smile, but more importantly, this group here, and because they've been such a fabulous support to you, I want to give them a round of applause. I have a friend, and I'm going to close on this, who just passed away just recently. Ooh. And I'm sorry, I didn't realise that was going to happen. One minute. And the funny thing is, because it is a funny thing, he was a great fan of Homer Simpson. So much so that he had a sat-nav with Homer Simpson on it. And if you took the wrong turn, it would go, duh, and he found this hilarious. But actually, I'm going to say to you what it said at the end, when he got to the end of his journey, because you're at the end of a particular journey. It said, give yourselves a round of applause because you are a genius. So give yourself a round of applause, and thank you very much indeed. Thank you. So remember, if you remember nothing else about today, please live by the power of your example, not the example of your power. Thank you very much for the privilege and honour of allowing me to address you. Thank you.
Graduates and guests, I would now like to draw our graduation ceremony to a close. Before I do, we've been talking about the power. I am not going to misuse my power to get you stand up. I would also like to let you know my name is Abi. I was appointed as chair of the Board of Management of the Forth Valley College in June this year. So I'm absolutely delighted to have the opportunity to join you all here this afternoon. Now, what I want to start with saying is we get a bit of shiver when we put on the gown and we walk across the stage. And rightly so. It's a significant moment for you all. And I want to thank you all. I felt a little bit of that when I put on my gown after almost a decade. So it's just wonderful, isn't it? One of the other things I'm noting today is one of the themes has been if we are all aging well. And I have to say that I don't have to do that conversation. I'm still far away from that. So it is fantastic to see you all celebrate your hard work and success and see firsthand the positive impact that Forth Valley College has had on your lives. At Forth Valley, we make learning work, whether that be for our students, the local community, sector partners, or the many employers we work with. Would you please join me in thanking Robin for his inspirational speech and for taking the time to celebrate with us today? And of course, we would also like to take this opportunity to thank those who have sponsored this year's Outstanding Achievement Awards, including the Forth Valley Chamber of Commerce, Rotary Club of Falkirk, FES, Drummond Laurie Chartered Accountants, Central FM, and Brian Vass Media. And to all our partners we work with over the year, thank you for your continued support. I would also like to thank Aloha Boma Pipe Band, which lends such a distinctive feel to our event. They will pipe us out in just a few minutes. Graduates, you may also want to take this afternoon to thank your family members and friends, and I'm going to ask you to do that again, who have supported you during your time with us without getting you to stand up. And I always like to say this, that we all talk about lecturers, but we forget there are lots of people behind the scenes making a lot of effort, touching your lives throughout your journey. And I also want to recognize the team behind this event today. They are hiding all around, but they have been the champions for today's graduation, not us. They are the people who are making it run so smoothly. So I want to thank them all. Would you please join me to thank everybody who has touched your life during this time here? There are a couple more things I want to say to you today. When I went out after the second ceremony today, somebody asked me a question, a student, did you get nervous when presenting? Good question. And I want to talk to you about that. It's very important. That nervousness word is very, very important. I am a strong believer that nervousness, when you are nervous, when you're presenting, it shows you care. You care about what you're talking about, and you also care about the people you're talking to. Okay? So nervousness is not all a bad thing. So cherish it. It also keeps you on your toes when you need to present anything, because then you remember to practice. So if you feel too much nervous, please practice. There is no other alternative to it. All the people, successful people you see presenting, wow, they all get nervous a little bit at some point during their presentation or before. So please take that with yourself, that you are not the only one in that, and just go with it and do the best you can do, and you will thrive. I also want to talk to you today about the term imposter. I think it might remind you of the online game Among Us. Have you come across the phrase imposter syndrome? It has a negative connotation attached to it. In simple terms, it is a feeling when someone doubts their abilities. I would like you to think of imposter syndrome as a sign that you are stepping out of your comfort zone and tackling new experiences. Even the most successful people often feel like imposters at some point. It's a badge of honor, indicating growth. The key is to recognize it, talk about it, and understand it's a part of the journey to success. And as the principal said earlier, never stop learning. So the blend of the two, getting out of your comfort zone and taking every opportunity to learn, will take you on an extraordinary journey. And it's the journey that's important, not the outcome. Always remember that. One more thing I would say, and that's probably almost the last thing. One more thing I would like to say is that today is not the end of your relationship with the college. It is the beginning of a partnership where we will always be prepared to help and support you in your career journey, and as and when you need it. And hope you would be back to support the college by sharing your experiences and helping us support our next generation of learners. Colleagues, now a small housekeeping request. Can I ask all graduates and their guests to wait until the stage party have left the stage before vacating the hall, and to vacate via the door to your left. Graduates, please also return your gowns upstairs prior to leaving the campus today. Thank you for your help with this. Thanks also to our guests who have joined us this afternoon. I hope you have enjoyed the ceremony and that you will now join us for refreshments in the Antonine Suite. But most importantly, to our graduates, on behalf of myself and the college, we wish you every success for the future. Good luck and congratulations, everyone.